Hello, I'm here with my sister today.
Hi everyone.
She's back. It turns out that I guess you guys love a good duo, so she'll be on my channel a lot, but I will still do some videos on my own. I think I really want to do like a reading video where like maybe each week I'll read a few chapters of a book and we can like complete a book together.
We did attempt to do that as a duo, but that did not work out.
Yeah, we just kept laughing, so that's just gonna have to be something I do on my own. But anyway, we thought it would be fun today to look through my notes app and just look at all the interesting things I have in here, because anytime I have any sort of random thought or something that I think is like funny, I will put in my notes app. So I have not looked at this ahead of time. I don't know what we're about to find, but it should be funny. So I'm just gonna be getting my sister's reaction to things. But the first note I want to go into is titled High Thoughts. I'm not going to elaborate on what that means, but if you're 18 plus, I'm sure you'll know what that means. Okay, so first we're going to go through my high thoughts notes. We're not going to read all of them, just whichever ones I think are relevant or funny. Get rid of that bottle because it keeps making like crinkling noises.
Sorry guys.
Okay. So this is my... It's extensive, okay? We've had a lot of high thoughts. Okay, so I'm gonna read some to my sister and just see what she thinks. Okay. Okay. So one day, I made a snack, okay? This was after a gardening session, okay? And this was...
A gardening okay.
Yes, and this was the snack. I want you to tell me if you think it'd be good.
Okay.
I wrote, just had the best snack of my life. Wonder Right white bread, in all caps, not toasted. With a slice of Kraft American cheese and sea salt and vinegar Miss Vicky chips. Perfect sandwich.
So are the chips like on the side or in the sandwich?
They're in the sandwich.
That sounds like a 0 out of 10 for me. That sounds horrendous.
I actually remember eating this and writing about it, and at the time, it was the best thing I'd ever ate in my life. It was so good. I highly recommend.
Sea salt.
I know. I wrote sea salt on accident. Okay.
You know what my thought, actually, never mind.
No, share it.
This is more of a hot take.
Okay.
I cannot, and I'm so sorry if any of you do this, but I can't stand when people type in all lowercase. I used to be a victim of that.
Can I say something I'm really proud of? I've never done that.
Really?
No.
I did it for years, and then one day I just decided to stop.
I think that's a good decision.
It was the best decision of my life.
Okay. This is a take I had on Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
You've seen it, right?
Of course.
Okay. I wrote, Pitch Perfect is actually so perfect, and I think a classic of our generation. It's so funny yet charming. I don't know. I also cried during their final performance. In all caps, it was moving. And I don't care what anyone says, the franchise is so good. The second one was so unserious and had so many celeb cameos. The people who say it's bad just don't like fun and are haters. It's so camp. Inside now. I also love how you can tell Becca takes it so seriously now.
Okay, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How did you get through the throwing up scene? Like, how was you as a person got through that scene?
Okay, so I have, for context, I really, really hate throwing up. I can't watch it.
You have emetophobia.
Yeah. I think because I just saw it when I was so young for the first time when you didn't know it was coming, and I still look away whenever that scene comes on. But I'm just so used to it now that I still do look away, but it doesn't scar me as much because I've just seen it, you know. But what do you agree?
I agree in a sense, but I feel like there's more movies that fit that profile.
Oh, I have a list, and we can get to it, of movies I think are camp.
Okay.
I have a list for everything.
Oh gosh.
You know what, since we're here, should we look at the camp list?
No, I want to look at the other list.
Oh, we'll keep going to high movies, but this is just a abbreviation, or this is a detour, okay? Here are my camp movies.
My notes list is literally nothing.
Girl, you need to start using your notes app. It's so fun. Okay, ready? High School Musical 2.
Hot take. I don't like High School Musical.
What? Why?
I don't like any musicals.
You're missing out.
I hate musicals.
Wow. That's crazy. Mean Girls.
I love Mean Girls.
Would you say it's camp?
Yeah.
I agree. White Chicks.
That's very camp.
Barbie. Have you seen Barbie yet?
No. I've seen like the kids version.
They're very different. Don't disappoint our viewers.
I'm so sorry.
We're gonna get her to watch Barbie and report back.
You have to explain like how I don't I watch weird stuff.
She doesn't watch anything besides Little Women LA.
Okay. I really do recommend Little Women LA. I think you guys should watch the trailer and watch it. It's really good. You just have to trust me on it. You even thought one scene was hilarious. You were dying. You made me send the video weeks later.
Yeah, there are some funny moments. Okay, I don't think you'll know these next two movies, but they're amazing cinematic masterpieces. One is But I'm a Cheerleader. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's so good. And the other one is Debs.
No.
Debs. Okay, we'll just move on. Clueless.
I've watched that, yeah. I don't really like it though.
I just made her watch, and it's on this list. Bottoms.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Would you say it's camp?
Yeah, for sure.
Legally Blonde. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's the lawyer.
Yeah.
It's alright.
What? It has Jennifer Coolidge in it.
Yeah, that makes it alright.
This is crazy. Okay. She's the Man.
You know what movie you should add to this?
What?
What's the movie where it's the license plate, Mr.
What?
I meant the driver's license, Mr.
Oh, you think that's not camp though. Camp is I know you're thinking of I Had the Shirt.
Yeah.
McLovin.
Yeah, McLovin.
Superbad wouldn't be camp, but that is a fun movie, but it's not camp.
Okay.
Have you seen She's the Man? What? Okay, we need to. That movie is so good. You would actually find that really funny. We need to watch that next. Hairspray, but you already.
I don't like Hairspray. I don't like musicals.
I think if I just met you and you weren't my sister and you said you didn't like Hairspray, I don't think I would trust you.
I don't like musicals.
That's crazy. Jennifer's Body, and then I wrote camp in a similar but different way compared to the rest. Have you seen Jennifer's Body?
No.
Oh my. Okay. Then I have two more. Freaky Friday.
That is a very good one.
Yeah. And then Bride
I haven't
Wars.
watched that in so long. I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's good. And then Bride Wars.
Yes, you forced me to watch Bride Wars many times.
And it's good, right?
It's okay.
Okay. We're back on my high thoughts notes. Okay. This one's a good one.
Okay.
If we wash our dishes and wash our bodies and our clothes with hot water, why are we not washing our teeth with hot water? I guess I meant brushing. Maybe that's why people have yellow teeth, question mark. I don't know.
That just made my brain like melt.
Because doesn't it make sense?
That
like, why don't we do that?
That makes so much sense.
Maybe people are, but maybe we just aren't. No, because nobody's...
Maybe drop down in the comments. Do you brush your teeth with cold water or hot water?
Yeah, we need to figure this out.
Maybe it's just us.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. The next one I found out is that dog in French is fart.
Is it really?
I don't know. Look it up. I don't know where I
don't know where my phone is.
Let's look this up. I found it. I don't know where I found this out.
I feel like that can't be it. Like, I know, like, dog means B-I-T-C-H, but... Or, like, female dog is, like, B-I-T-C-H, but...
What?
You didn't know that?
Oh, okay. It's actually un pet.
Let me show you something.
So, fart in French is un pet. So, somebody would be like, ooh, you un petted.
Give me the phone.
What are you looking up?
I'm gonna show you something.
You didn't say in what language, though. A female dog is usually referred to as a B word, although the term female dog... What?
You didn't know that? I think that's a well-known fact.
I don't like that.
That's why, like, I call our dog that sometimes.
You shouldn't. Okay,
but
this is
just
my
because
next
she's
one.
a female dog.
We can't use those words on the YouTube channel.
Well, that's why I spelled it out.
Okay. The next one is that pretzels are a sleeper snack. You never pick them out on their own when you're doing a snack run, but once you start munching on them, you can't stop. So salty, so good.
See, I disagree with that. I've never enjoyed pretzels. I only enjoy, like, real, like, hot pretzels, like the soft, doughy, pillowy ones.
That's crazy. Like a really thin, salty pretzel.
The only one I like are Snyder's honey mustard, like the little square ones. Those are delicious.
I love the Snyder's butter pretzels.
Or those are good. Or like the rods, like
so
the big rods.
You do like pretzels.
I don't ever choose them.
But that's why they're a sleeper snack. It's like you don't think to get them, but once you start eating them, you're like, wait, this is good.
I mean, maybe I like half agree with that.
That's crazy. Okay, this one, I do remember reading over this, and it made no sense. So I'm going to reword what I was trying to say now. But, okay, there are some words in the dictionary that, okay, for example, the word truce. Nobody really uses truce on the daily, right? So how is it that everyone knows what truce means if no one's ever really using it? Because there are other words that nobody ever really uses that if you say to some people, they wouldn't know what it meant. But everyone knows what truce means. So therefore, how? Because it's not really used commonly in the human or in daily language.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, and like I'm sure, I can't think of any right now, but I'm sure there are other words out there that are like that.
That is an interesting thought.
Right? Oh my gosh, this one's bad. Okay, this one's kind of long. Something I'm too proud to admit is that, and that I'll never admit, but here I am doing it, is that I think as an adult I'm starting to not like root beer anymore. Like when I grew up, I loved root beer and it was my favorite soda. And as I've gotten older, hold on, people also are saying that it's not their favorite anymore, but it used to be such a classic as a kid. So basically, like,
I have a theory about this.
Okay.
My theory is, as a kid, they always came in beer bottles. Like, they always were shaped like beer. Like, you know, when you go to, like, they don't do that anymore, but like when you go, it would always come in the beer bottle. I honestly think that like as kids we felt like cool because it looks like we were drinking beer and we just loved it. And now when we're adults, we're like,
That might have something to do with it, but I do really think growing up I did just love the flavor. And it's not that I don't like it anymore, because I do. I just think I've grown out of it. And so my thought with that is like maybe it's just too sugary.
I think most adults are like that because like you never see an adult drinking a root beer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what happened? Because it used to be everyone's favorite.
That is a very interesting thought.
Right? And I will say, I do have an opinion on root beer. Not an opinion, a fact. If you want the best root beer you're ever going to have in your life, you go to any grocery store. So whether it be Harris Teeter, Food Lion, any chain grocery store, and you buy their 99-cent big bottle of root beer that they make. It's like their brand, like the Food Lion brand or the Harris Teeter brand. It is the best root beer. And everyone doesn't believe me that I like talk to you about this, and then I'll show them I'll like get them to buy it. Like I did this with my roommates, and they were like, you're right, this was the best root beer I've ever had.
My favorite soda is cream soda. Not the most popular, but cream soda is so good. If you want the best cream soda, you have to get the Trader Joe's brand. It's so good.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, my next one is short, but I'm curious to hear your opinion. Nick Jonas is the millennials' poster child. Like, I just think he's the millennials' final boss.
I can see that.
When you think millennial, you think Nick Jonas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That doesn't... Oh, this one's a good one. Is Yelp, Y-E-L-P, short for yell help? Because I thought I heard a dog yelp, and then I said that, and then I said, oh, it sounded like he was yelling for help. And then I put the emoji, I wrote, then I was like, so do you think
interesting
Yelp is short for yell help? Not in the sense of like the app. Ignore the app.
Interesting. That's a very interesting thought. Whoa.
Right? Because think about it, when somebody yelps, they're like, ow. You're kind of yelling for help. Right? Like when a dog yelps.
Well, that's crazy.
Right?
I wonder.
Right?
That's a very interesting thought.
Okay, this one's another good one. I said, oh my god, so you know how everyone thinks that there's a possibility that Regina George is a lesbian, or that there's theories that she is? Well, I think they tried to hint at it in one point in the movie, in a very specific certain moment. So in the movie, Katie says when she's talking about Aaron Samuels, she says, having a crush, or something about having a crush, and how it hits her like a big yellow school bus. Later on in the movie, Regina George obviously gets hit by a big yellow school bus. So I wonder if that is the movie's way of saying, without saying, that Regina George really just acted like this the whole time in jealousy, because she really did just like Katie, and it was foreshadowing. So it was like having crushes, like getting hit by a big yellow school bus, and in the end, Regina George got hit by a big yellow school bus because she had a crush on Katie.
That is like real deep thinking.
Right? Isn't, when I thought of that, I was like, it's like proof. They're like telling us that, yeah, confirmation confirmed, she is a lesbian. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah, that's like a very interesting thought. Yeah.
Okay.
These are crazy.
Oh, the hottest a man has ever looked in a movie was Theo James in Divergent as 4.
100% agree with that.
I remember the first time I saw Divergent was maybe when I was like 12. I don't know. I honestly don't remember when Divergent came out. But I remember thinking that then and wondering if that would change as I've gotten older. And still to this day. And he's not even like my type of guy. But for whatever reason, the way he looks in Divergent is like perfect.
I completely agree with that. He was very SCXY in the movie.
Okay. I never completed this one, but two people that would be in my dream blunt rotation would be Trisha Paytas and Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah. But they're so similar.
They're so different.
It's just like their demeanor is very similar.
What? No.
No, you don't think so?
Not at all. Trisha is very like hyper and whatever. Jennifer is very like, oh my god. I need a hot dog real bad. You know?
I think they're similar.
Have you seen White Lotus?
No.
We need to watch that.
It's on the running list at this point.
No, that needs to be like next watch, because specifically you don't need to watch the seasons in order, because every season is like a new set of characters, a new plot, a new setting. I personally didn't love season 1. I watched it like twice. It was good, but I thought it was I was a little bored. Season 2 is...
Oh, it's a show, not a movie?
Yeah, and it is literally like the best show ever. It's so good. Okay. This one's kind of funny.
Okay.
Polar Express. The main guy definitely gives 2 marbles rattling around in his brain, and he gives that he's going to be in Chi-Fi or some frat when he's older. Like, how is he the main character? He gives no main character energy. This is and then this is another thought. This is genuinely the funniest movie. Like, these kids are so dumb. And then 3, homeboy Billy is holding on to that present for dear life. Remember when they're in the conveyor belt and I said, he's holding on to that present for dear life. Like, bro, you can't open it right now. Like, give it 6 hours. Crying face. He's got some funny one-liners though. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Like, dude, aren't you 5? And then my next thought about Polar Express, this is all just thought on Polar Express. My next thought is, when they are watching the elves and an elf gets a notification about a naughty boy, why do they show real humans on the screen instead of these weird ass animated kids?
They do?
Yes, it's real humans.
Real?
Yes, when the elves are
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so when the elves are like looking up who's naughty and whatever on the globe, it shows pictures, and it was real people. It didn't make sense. Isn't that weird?
That is crazy that you picked up on that.
Right? Okay, the next thought I had about it was, I would sell my soul to experience being on the back of that train or to have that hot chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Right? It just looks so creamy.
I would sell my soul just to be at the Polar Express. Wait,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. What is it called?
On the Polar Express.
No, where's the... Oh my gosh.
Like Santa's workshop?
Yeah. Like, I want to be on that conveyor belt.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. The conveyor belt and the slide, the big slide.
Yeah. But the elves were scary.
Yeah, they are. I say something about the elves. My next thought is, wait, I missed one. Every character in this movie is genuinely better and funnier and more make funnable and more interesting than the main dude. Even his parents, who we see for like 5 seconds. Like, you're boring, put me on the Polar Express. Okay, the next one is, when the elves sing and it's Steven Tyler, I think that scene changed my life. I found myself attracted to that elf as a youngin'.
Oh, I mean, that's interesting.
Okay, my next thought about Polar Express.
Oh, you have a lot of thoughts on
This
Polar
video
Express.
should just be like thoughts on Polar Express.
At this point,
honestly,
it's half the video.
Polar Express needs to be studied. I mean, I guess I kind of studied it, but it really needs to be studied because that movie.
But how were you attracted to the elf?
When the Steven Tyler elf? How were you not?
Because I'm normal.
No. Comment down below if you were attracted to the Steven Tyler elf. Okay, Billy kind of. Oh, this is such a good observation.
Okay, I'm scared.
Billy kind of looked like that stinky character from Charlie Brown Pigpen. I don't know what. I don't know what point I'm on. Oh wait, look up. Okay, let me show you guys because I'm onto something here.
Let me see the Steven Tyler elf again.
Well, it's more how he talks and sings, so I'll show you later. Okay.
Oh, he's so cute though.
This is Billy from Polar Express. Hold on, bear with me. You can't tell me these do not give the same vibe.
Oh, they do.
Right?
Oh, but they're cute.
Yeah, they're cute. Okay, I think this is my last Polar Express thought. I actually, for real, just cried at the ending. The parents not hearing it. Him saying as he got older it stopped ringing for his friends and his sisters. I'm gonna cry. Like when you're a kid, everything is so magical, and then you get older.
It's so sad. Like the Christmas magic is gone. Like even the night before Christmas, like now, it's just like any other night. But when we were a kid, you couldn't sleep. It was the most exciting day of the year, and it always felt like so like mysterious to me. Like, oh my gosh, there's like Santa's in my house. Like I'm like up all night. Like, is Santa in my house right now? Like trying to hear footprints and all that. And now it's just another day.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
It's so sad. It's the most depressing thing.
I remember when we were younger, we would go to Bonefish. It was like our one nice family outing that we would do on Christmas after we would like go to church. And I remember Bonefish had these like really nice circular lights and everything, and my sister and I would look up at the sky and see the satellites, not knowing there were satellites or planes. Yeah, not knowing that it was the satellites or the plane, and we'd be walking to the restaurant like, I see him.
Oh, that makes me miss it so much.
I know. Okay, so to finish off this video, we're going to say some unpopular opinions. We don't have many. We have a lot, but I think it's more like you have to like really sit down and think about it. Somebody requested this in one of our videos, and we thought it would be a good idea, so maybe one day we'll do a more extensive video on it. But for now, we'll just list off a few that come to our brain. But I do have one that I think about a lot. Okay, so salt and pepper, right? Every restaurant you go to has salt and pepper on the table, right? Always. There are thousands of spices, herbs, different things, right, out there. Salt. Let's talk about salt for a second, okay? If you ever need to enhance your food, make it better, you add salt, right? It's such a simple solution, but it helps. If you go over to somebody's house and they make a meal and you're like, this is flavorless, what am I going to do? Because now I have to eat this meal in front of somebody. What do? You go over, grab the salt, throw it on your food, and it will make it tolerable.
But
right?
You know what? Salt is so confusing to me.
Why?
Because how does salt like basically change the flavor of the whole meal?
We don't question salt.
I've always been so confused about salt.
No, don't think about salt. Just accept it, you know? Don't question her. She's proved herself. But this is my confusion, right? How did pepper earn its spot as being the right-hand man to salt? Pepper isn't bad. I'm not saying pepper isn't useful. I love adding pepper to things. I think it makes a lot of things better. But you're trying to tell me that it's at the same level as salt, to where where it is always on the table with salt at every restaurant. It has become such a norm. But it's crazy because I worked at 2 restaurants now, and one of them was a Korean barbecue place, so they didn't have salt or pepper on the table because everything is already marinated. So I don't know why I brought that up, but the first restaurant I worked at had salt and pepper on the table. The amount that we had to switch out the salt shakers because people were using salt so much, those pepper shakers we never had to replace. Why? Because it's unnecessary. You never need it, especially at a restaurant where the food is supposed to be good. When do you ever add pepper? I feel like we will mindlessly.
Like pepper belongs in the seasoning drawer and not the table.
But that's my point. Is how is it that pepper?
Maybe because salt and pepper complement each other so much.
But do they? It's just an added thing. Like, yeah, sort of. But salt is complemented with all the other spices too. It doesn't make sense that out of all, and I don't even know what would be as necessary. I'm not saying that there aren't other spices.
No, that's so true, because you go to anyone's house and they always have a salt and a pepper.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this
Interesting.
This is my confusion. Is salt, obviously, salt is, I think, the god tier spice and thing like that. Okay, I had to pause, so I don't remember where I left off. But basically what I was saying was that if you had to pick one, like, spice or whatever that you know will guarantee work for every single dish, you would go with salt. It makes things better. So I'm just so confused how pepper earned its rightful place as the number 2 spot. It shouldn't even, pepper is great, but I guess what I'm saying is salt should be the only thing on the table because it earned its spot there. Pepper should just be an extra thing where maybe you're eating at a restaurant and you think to yourself, this could be better with some pepper. But do you ever really say that? That's the other thing. Have you ever been to a restaurant, have eaten food and thought, wow, this could really use some pepper?
No.
So why is it up there?
Wow, this could really use some salt.
Exactly. And this is my point. So do you agree with what I'm saying? Like, how did it get up there in the rankings with salt?
Maybe because it goes on a lot of things. Maybe it's such a robust seasoning that there's so many different options to put it on. Maybe.
I don't know. But anyway, you tell me your unpopular opinion.
My unpopular opinion is that grape is the best flavor in everything.
Absolutely not. That is wild. And I actually know a few people that are like that too. And that, to me, if somebody says that grape is their favorite flavor for things, I'm going to automatically assume you're crazy. Over blue ras,
Yes.
over green apple, over watermelon, over strawberry.
Grape tops everything. Grape everything. Grape medicine, grape popsicles, grape Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, no. Every time I'm having Jolly Ranchers,
I go straight for the grape.
Grape will always be like, when I'm nearing the end of my bag, it will always be just grape at the bottom. And then I feel like I'm like excited to have Jolly Ranchers, but I'm like, ugh, now it's only the grape ones left.
I do that with blue raspberry.
What? That's like the best flavor in the bag.
My favorites are the grape and the green apple.
Wow, that is wild. That's wild. My unpopular opinion is that I think pineapple can go on anything.
I think that's disgusting.
I think I'll have a pizza. I won't eat pizza without pineapple on it.
That's diabolical.
I could have that as the only ingredient and be content. Would you agree?
I agree. No, wait, sorry, no. Hold on. I disagree on that. That's disgusting. Pineapple on pizza is actually so offensive.
No, you just
No,
haven't. The sweet, the tanginess with the tanginess of the sauce.
that's so disgusting.
Okay, this is gonna be our last unpopular opinion.
Okay, my unpopular opinion is that dark chocolate is 100% better than milk chocolate. I like the darkest possible
Absolutely not.
chocolate.
Absolutely.
I get like, I'll buy like 80% cacao chocolate, like where it's like so bitter and no sweetness. It's so good to me. Like, because it tastes like wine to me.
Why? I don't even know what to respond to that, but no.
It's so good. Milk chocolate is so bottom tier compared to dark chocolate.
That's wild. That's crazy. But building off of yours, you made me think of one. I just don't like chocolate.
That's wild. Chocolate is delicious.
Well, every once in a while, I'll get a craving. But you know how, like, when you get a craving for something, you want to eat so much of it? Chocolate for me is like, I'll have a bite of it, and then I'm like, okay, craving is done. And even when I do have a craving for it and I eat it, I'm not like, oh wow, I needed that. I'm like, I don't really know why I was craving that. Like, I don't know why.
I eat chocolate like every day, but it's like dark chocolate.
I think that's good for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good for you. Dark chocolate is packed with antioxidants.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching another video. We're gonna get a mic soon, so that way the videos are gonna upgrade. Okay, so we'll do maybe some. It won't be for a while, but we'll do some like mic brushing. We were also thinking about doing like a hair video where like I brush her hair and things like that. But if you have any more suggestions, leave them below. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Any lasting words you want to say?
I'm really happy that you guys enjoy me on the channel. And you'll definitely see more of me.
Maybe.
A lot more of me.
She's become an ASMR stan.
I love it.
She was skeptical when I first showed her my channel. She was like, what? I don't understand this.
But now I definitely understand it because I was falling asleep during this video.
Okay.
In a few moments. So
Well,
I get it.
hopefully you guys fell asleep. Let us know if you like soft-spoken videos. We can try to do more. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, guys.